This is the island of misfit toys. Something, girls and boys. Oh. Huh. Nope, I'm still a toy. That wasn't a dream. Where were we? Ah, yes. Geography. My favorite.
Not much further now. My shop is just over there. Yes, I don't think this was my voice last time. What do you want from me? By shop, I mean, well, it's more of a tavern than anything. As I mentioned, I'm what you call a middleman. I connect people who want something done with people who can do it. You could say my merchandise is people. Oh dear, I'm going to jail.
It was safe to say I didn't trust him. I bet he wanted to appraise potential merchandise when he asked for a bodyguard. I had to punch him in the nose because he was staring at my ass.
It may not be a palace, but make yourself at home.
Hey, old man. What do you have here? New blood?
Oh, indeed. And quite skilled. Yes, perhaps even more so than you, Mitsurugi.
Oh, is that so? Hello there, stranger. My name is Hishiro Mitsurugi. I'm feeling bored. How about a friendly match? I kind of feel like I don't have a choice on the matter. Okay, we agree that I don't have a choice in the matter? Well, fuck you too. You know, I wish, whatever this brain was built out of had better hardware, because, man, this doll brain keeps just loading and blue screening and... Oh, yeah, it seems the world updated with, like, a bunch of new weapons, and, I'm actually very happy that this one is back, because I'm very comfortable with this weapon. I mean, I'm not good with it, I'm just comfortable. There's a difference. And that's the way the douche drops. What the fuck was that? That was fun. Suck it, bitch. Holy shit, I just kicked him so hard I broke that samurai armor. I'm a beast. Ayo! That's really fucking awesome. Well, yeah, I've been kicking your ass consistently. I'd hope I'd fight well. Ayo! Ooh. Bye. Awesome.
Oh, not bad. We'll get along just fine.
Yes, you really are skilled, aren't you, Mitsurugi? He's the best warrior. That's no lie.
No, none of the fighters here are much match for me, so it was invigorating to spar with someone of your caliber for a change.
Edgelord has some business in Yanghua.
Yanghua?
What a coincidence. So do I. The voices are blending together. I forgot how
I made him talk. I was saving enough coin here to continue, so I was thinking of catching a boat there to Japan. What good fortune. Let's head to Yanghua together. Always better to have some company on the road.
Yes, it would be a shame to lose you, Mitsuruki, and we'd have to rethink my plans. Thanks for all your help, Edgelord. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Don't forget your problems. Promise to Bruce.
Yes, of course. I'm merchant, but it is honor. I'm Santa Claus.
Actually, speaking of which, it is. At the time of this adventure, it is the night before Christmas. So that just, I need to, give me just 1 second. I need to make, I need to dress appropriately. There, I feel appropriately addressed now for this time of year. Let us be on our way. Across the seas to the east of is an island country named Japan. Mitsurugi is what they call a samurai from those parts.
I left my homeland to search for a legendary sword called the Soul Edge.
Wow. It's got the word edge in its name. I feel destined for this thing.
I'm a warrior sworn to the sword. I've changed my voice yet again. Fucking hell. My warrior sworn to the sword. I want Soul Edge to help prove that a blade can be strong. That a blade can be stronger than... I'm not even going to try to say that. However, I never found it. Bah, a dog chasing his tail has more...
Fucking Christ! Why does his voice keep changing?
Well,
has more luck than I. Yeah, tell me about this edgy blade. I've searched far and wide, but found no clues. Some say it lies in the hands of a pirate. Some say a wealthy merchants are seeking it. I hear so many stories. It is me who should be asking you about the sword. I shall abandon my search and consider my journey value training. Many strong warriors exist throughout the world. If I'd stayed in Japan, I never would have known this. But I don't know if ships have been sailing from Yanghua. The old man said something peculiar is going on over there, but he's not especially trustworthy, so why do you wish to head there? Told him the commotion in Yanghua was probably caused by the appearance of an astral fissure, and that I sought the power of the fissures. Astral fissures, never heard of them. Still, the direction we head is the same, so I shall join you. Gather to fear with me near. Mitsuruki gave me a hearty laugh. The road ahead was long. You're going to have to camp on the way. His company was welcome. Fire. I'll teach you to burn. Look, I've already admitted I can't beat you at a staring contest. Stop rubbing it in. Hey, wake up. You were screaming in your sleep. It was noisy, so I kicked you until you woke up. Is everything okay? I explained to him that if I didn't absorb power from the astral fissures, I would die. I also explained that I wanted this to happen, but... Honestly, your whole tale's hard to swallow. but I can't tell something's got you jumpy at least. I mean, I am a doll. I mean, we're kind of known to be difficult to swallow and being choking hazard, so... Very well, tomorrow tomorrow, we hasten our pace. We'll hasten... Fuck. It had been longer than I realized since I had last absorbed the power of an astral fissure. I needed to get to one quickly. With a growing sense of urgency, I continued my journey. And no one ate dinner that night. We stopped at a village along the way, hoping to find some information on Yanghua and gather supplies. Welcome. No, excuse me.
No, you don't look well at all, Edgelord. Eat heartily, get some fire in your belly.
Why does everyone keep trying to feed the automaton food? I don't need bacon, I need bacon grease. My joints are stiffening up.
Who knows what awaits? Who knows what awaits us on the road ahead?
A true warrior must be fully prepared to fight at all times. So in other words, I won't complain if you want to order a feast. Again, I'll just take the grease. We intend to go to Yanghua, but we heard things are rough there. Do you know anything? At the mention of Yanghua, the shopkeeper's smile slipped. I hear things are quite bad. A number of people were attacked, and when they caught the culprit, it turned out to be one of the townspeople gone mad. Soon more and more people began acting strangely. The killings resumed, and the bodies began to pile up. That's when the panic started. You wouldn't think it now, but it used to be the most prosperous town in the area. Some of its residents have even fled here to this our tiny hamlet. It was worse than I'd expected. Was the astral fissure responsible? My fears for Holran's safety grew steadily stronger. Tried to reassure myself that he was capable of looking after himself. I hear the area around Yanghua is teeming with mad townsfolk who butcher anyone they can find. I say this for your own safety. Turn back. Your concern is appreciated, but my friend here has no intention of turning his tail. Isn't that right? I mean, I guess I could be convinced to... fine. I nodded to the grinning Mitsuruki, but unease swelled in my non-existent stomach. The sharp pains in my head showed no signs of letting up either. So he's come, just as I suspected. It's you fucking voice stealer. Because of the astral fissure, I assume. How should we respond? It's too soon to act. Stay your hand. So, it must be Oswald's creatures, and you say we should merely stand by? You disapprove of my decision. Tracking Aswell's our only priority. Besides, she seems to be heading to Yanghua. We can assess the threat there. Understood. Very well. You know, I'm surprised I haven't been ambushed by any bandits yet. Seriously. Not another fight.
Are you okay? You look terrible.
Well, Yanghua isn't much farther. This is why I would never be hired as a voice actor. Are you alright? You look terrible. Well, Yanghua isn't much farther. We could rest when we get there. What's that? Help! A man was running towards us from the direction of the town. He seemed to be terrified. He's gonna kill me. Help! I don't want to die. Dark figure appeared from behind this man, moving with preternatural speed. Blink of an eye, the figure mercilessly struck down the defenseless man. And the dark figure noticed us. Waves of fury and bloodlust sent sickening chill down my spine. Without hesitation, I readied my weapon. Oh. That's when I realized it was Horan. Something was very wrong. Horan's eyes glowed like embers, and his face was twisted into a menacing snarl. Blood covered his tattered clothes, barely concealing bulging muscles. Oh my god, I missed you. Which looked more like those of a monster than a well-trained fighter. Then there was a trace of Horan's calm demeanor and ready smile, but it was, without a doubt, him. His voice was a bestial growl. A mad grin broke across his face as he licked the blood from his weapon. He stared at me for a long moment and then turned and ran towards Yanghua.
Sir, that's one of the mad townsfolk. Vicious.
The man Holron murdered lay still before me. Couldn't believe what I'd just seen.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Still in shock, I explained everything to Mitsuruki. I see a friend, and you wish to help him, right? May not be possible. I fought many warriors by time, so I can tell you he gloried in that kill. If he's that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What had happened to Holron? I thought back to what Zalzama told me. Many malfested lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it or turn them into a malfested. It's likely that Holron had been transformed into a malfested by the astral fissure in Yanghua. While I stood there, lost in thought, a young man appeared and approached us. Excuse me, do you know my brother by any chance? He must have been talking about Holron. Looking closer, I saw that the young man had the looks of a martial artist to him. My name's Hoya. My name's Hoya. That murderer, Holron, he's my brother. Huh? How you knelt down next to the corpse of the man from town. He become something terrible. And after a silent prayer, how you slowly stood up. Yanghua is fraught with danger. Come with me. I tried, but I couldn't stop Holron. So I have a favor I need to ask of you. Judging by his stride, Hao-Yu was injured. Nevertheless, he appeared filled with determination. Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. Well, I mean, we were kind of coming here, just saying. I asked him what had happened to Holron. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he'd seen something similar in his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began to act stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent. One day, he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, you saw for yourself, he became a monster. Soon many others became like Holron. They began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent. And then Hao-Yu looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. Practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, and strong. He would help anyone who needed it, without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him. End his suffering. Hayu's injuries was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remain strong. I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything. But every road led to failure, and nothing I could do helped. None in Yanghua who suffered the same fate as my brother could be brought back either. Haoya's expression was filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way. In Lingshe Su, where my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist this evil. But the stories about him are always vague. Besides, it would likely take many days to simply reach the temple. None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yanghua will become a ghost town. My brother's sins are already too many. If you were in my position, you'd do the same thing. How his voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother's to show up during these dark times. For eyes so young, they seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew that I, too, would have to prepare myself to do what lay ahead. Oh dear. Sorry, buddy. How you led us into the forest where he said he would find Horan. Here, this is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet. However, I could on unfriendly eyes following our every move. You came. Horan stepped up from behind the shadows. Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood. Horan breathed erratically, like a possessed beast. His eyes were filled with insatiable bloodlust. He's ready to attack at any moment. Horan, stop all of this already. Please. Oh yeah. Give it up. You cannot stop me. I was a bit shocked and sad to see what Horan had become. Asked him how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze. I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew I was not so. A dark shadow dwelled within my heart. I wanted to become like this. I craved the sight of blood. I knew the ecstasy of tearing into flesh. These were the ravings of a madman. I trained my body and mind, keep the darkness from escaping. But the stronger I became, the stronger the conflict in me grew. Why did I seek strength? Why? Why? I knew why. Horan readied his weapon and let out a terrifying howl. To think yourself a true warrior, then prove it. Show me the darkness that lurks inside you. Who knows what darkness lays within man? The shadow does.
Battle one.
Oh, we're starting. I don't have time to take a drink. Take that racism.
Battle two. Fight.
That's just, oh dear, I'm indecent.
Final battle. Fight.
That was kind of awesome. That's what you get for ruining my dress. Elran lay on the floor defeated. Still don't have a heart. And the world spun. Wasn't sure if it was because of the adrenaline or the influence of the astral chaos. I decided what to do. I had to decide what to do about Horan. With a sharp rap to the head, I knocked Horan out. Horan! Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. Edgelord. As long as there was hope, I had to try saving him. Carrying the unconscious Horan, we made our way to Haoya's retreat. Look, I'm sorry. I care about Horan too much, alright?
Your soul resonates with the light.
Seriously? You don't think one good deed outweighs... It should be kind of even, don't you think? The road to Ling Shen Su is long. We should prepare well. Fool could go a while to get at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up? How you helped me prepare for the journey ahead. Even Mitsuruki did his part. I left the retreat to find horses. My head throbbed with pain. I thought about Yinghua heading to Ling Shen Su meant giving up on the astral fissure. Suddenly I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? Fucking voice stealer's back. A man dressed like an edgy dressed in edgy clothing was standing within striking distance of me and noticed his approach. Okay, who do you think you are? It's not for you to know. Fuck you too. Let's make a deal. I have medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil 9 at the heart of this outsider. It's yours if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. Can't expect an easy journey when accompanied by one who lacks any resolve. In the end, the outsider will either kill you or you'll kill him. If the medicine worked, it would make my journey far easier. After some thought, I agreed to the deal. When you've done what you must do, head to and find a ruined castle. What you seek lies there. Oh, and come alone. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste. With Theo's final words, the man simply vanished. I'd better hold off from buying more, honestly. Yes, I'll recruit you. You sound awesome. Sure, I've got time to play around. Back in Yanghua, it seemed as though life was beginning to return to normal. People were finally starting to recover from the tragedy. Who are you, huh? What you doing? I heard voices coming from the alleyway up ahead. Sounded like trouble. A man dressed like a merchant came running out. Moments later, his slight form and hesitant gait made it clear. He was not the source of any violence. Oh, thank goodness, a warrior, please, save me. The merchant moved to cower behind me just as a masked man stepped out of the alley. Found a weapon pointed at me.
Hand him over, or you'll regret it.
I forgot to put my new weapon on. I mean, what's the point of buying a weapon if I'm not going to use the weapon?
Battle 1. Fight!
I just put my blade through his fucking face.
Battle 2. Fight!
I know you're not the one who broke my dress, but that was for my dress, asshole. Oh, I owe you a great debt. Please, let me make it up to you somehow. The man introduced himself as Zihan, led me to a tea house by the waterway. My family business is in connecting mercenaries with clients. We also help find people bodyguards and the like. And cut to the chase, we're not exactly legitimate, so we operate in front to keep more lucrative business out of sight. Just, you know, we're called the Five Rings. We run this city, or at least we used to. Zion sighed and sipped his tea. In our line of work, violence is only natural, right? Well, our syndicate is accustomed to dealing with it and pretty good at dishing it out, too. But recently, my father, Kong Wong, disappeared. Kong Wong! A name I was familiar with. You can probably guess by looking at me, I'm not one for fighting, so I don't command the respect that my father did. Since he went missing, my men have been deserting in droves. It seems like Xinhu would never stop complaining, so I interrupted by asking about the masked man. Oh, he's one of the Silver Tigers. That's Lin Pei's gang. They run the town a few days' journey from here, and they have a real grudge against my father. They'll take any chance they can to cause trouble. I know they've still got plenty of tricks in store for us, but I'm glad you were there to foil them today. Thanks again. Zihan smiled at me. Certainly didn't act like the heir of a powerful crime family. I couldn't help but feel worried about him. I felt a connection between us. At least because of Kongwa. I decided to check up on him again if the opportunity presented itself. Oh, right, I don't think I can wear it. Yeah, I need to level up one more time, so... Dora was absolutely terrible with directions. Struggled to make heads or tails of the map he gave me. Eventually fighting my way through all the cartographical mistakes and arriving at the house in question. I was a week late. When I asked if Hong Yu was at home, I was shown a spacious parlor. I apologize for not getting up. I injured a leg on the battlefield. Hong Yu was seated on a stool. One leg propped up, standing next to her was her children, the twins Nima and Dawes. Drona, I don't remember him. So you want to fight me? I nodded. Oh wow, you must be really dumb to want to
Oh wow, he must be really dumb to fight her mom. What an idiot.
Children, behave yourself. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not in any shape to fight. Yu gave me a bright smile. How about sparring with these two in my place? Nima, Don? Prove that you'll be paying attention to my lessons on defensive combat.
I'll fight by myself.
Don't hog all the fun, I want in too.
Let's do this.
Spinning. Ever spinning. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Oh, great. Another stick. As I found in my fight with Holrand, I'm not the best at dealing with this. But I'm doing alright, I think. I'm not doing great anymore. You know, you should kind of be cleaved in two, since I pushed both myself and my sword through your entire body. Just saying. And stop. It looks like he taught you how to fight. Like he taught you how to fight opponents who specialize in defense.
Yeah, I was too weak. Your trick will never work out against our mother.
Oh,
Hey, stop being such a stubborn pig. You don't have to take after our mom there, too.
Don, rude. Now, Doran is a renowned warrior, but he is a bit of trouble doing anything the easy way. Yu smiles. Well, lost for a moment in her memories, it seemed that my display of his training had remained reminder of him. Then she, pulled out a weapon and handed it to me.
You're giving him that? Are you sure about this, Mom? That weapon's handed down through our family for generations.
I used this when I fought against Drona, or whatever. That's why I want you to have it. A present from me to his disciple. I have this weapon in my hands, and found it solid, heavy, fitting present from a woman who was once dear to my master. Who was my master again? I don't remember a Doran. I'm just throwing that one out there.
Your soul surges in your body.
Interesting. I would not have guessed it was that. We're here, might as well. I definitely like this sword's design better. What? Well, that just happened. Well, with that much armor falling into the river, that guy's fucking dead. Yeah, if only my brain would load as fast as we slipped along this floor. This is an experience I have had in my life. Oh, I gotta pummel a prick. Bye. By the way, how did we end up in the middle of the desert? I was on a boat. Ooh, I got some cat gloves. Yay. Oh dear God. I'd heard of an island, home of an ancestral tribe blessed with special powers. A light breeze accompanied me on my way to the village. As I climbed a hill, I cast my eyes to the top, and Girl was standing there, her face upturned to catch the sun. Called out to her, but she replied with a voice as clear as a blue sky. My name is Plata. I am a priestess of the winds in the village of the wind deity. I know you have come from afar, but I'm afraid our village is not accepting guests at present. When I asked why, she dropped her gaze. The last priestess of the wind has collapsed. Her life hangs by a thread. Thus, any that may stir the winds of our village must be turned away. Silence lingered in the air. To break it, I asked who this last priestess of the winds was. Our people worship the winds, and have given birth to a line of priestess blessed with special powers. I am barely fit to call myself one of them. She explained that the mystical abilities of the people faded with each generation, leaving most priestesses of the wind with only one fraction of their ancestors' power. One girl, however, has been blessed with unprecedented power. She may be the last true priestess of the wind, and so we named her the last. But one day the winds from the west brought a terrible, portents? And a great affliction befell the last priestess. Now she lies unconscious, wandering the ways of the brink of death. May I ask you to travel? You traveler, did you come from the west? If you know what happened, I beg you to tell me. She could only be talking about the one thing, the evil seed. I explained everything I knew about it. I see, so you're responsible. Your birth spread evil across the land. Was this evil seed. Even the elders said that they had never sensed anything like it before. Pada looked up to the sky, her eyes troubled. After a few moments of thought, she once again dropped her gaze to look at me. Traveler, my duty is here to quell the dark spirits. The power grows daily since that I must remain, but it's far too dangerous for you to stay here any longer. It was then I realized the winds had ceased, and twisted beings wreathed in a strange air were closing in on us, ready my weapons to defend Plata. I may have made a bit of a critical error. Okay, never mind, we're good. It took me a minute to remember just how to stab, because I wanted this thing's reach, dealing with that dang sword. Demolished. Huh. That looks intimidating. Whew. Thank you, Spear. You saved my bacon. Anyway, thank you. You're surprisingly strong. And that power that breeds rages from you. Are you somehow connected to the evil seed? Yes, we've been over this. The evil seed is what I was born from. It seems that I learned much about... It seems that she learned much about me during the fight. Perhaps her abilities as a priestess weren't as modest as she thought. Yet the power that flows through you is still pure, unstained by good or ill. You clearly can't smell the blood of the billions of innocents that are on my hands. Possibly swirls around you, yet I sense that you're not evil. No, not yet. Give it time. As I said, I was unable to welcome guests at present, but should you come to this island again, please visit us. Blade's palate bowed deeply and then descended from the hill towards a village. I'm here, I might as well. On my way back to the village of the wind, Deity Plata was again standing atop the hill where I'd first met her. Her eyes closed, she noticed me and walked over with a smile. I asked her what she'd been doing. The same as before, listening to the wind whispers, seeking news of imbalance and great events. It's part of my training and a way to hone my powers as a priestess of the winds. Last time we met, she detected the presence of malevolent spirits. These priestesses must have supernatural abilities. I would love to take you to my village, but I have something to ask of you first. Apparently the village was holding a wind divination ritual in 2 days. Plata was to perform a sword dance to honor the gods, but she's feeling nervous. It is less of a dance and more of a practical demonstration of my skills. Our village style is not just for show, after all. However, I can only learn so much practicing by myself, so I was wondering, would you help me? Plata looked a little flustered and nervous, but if it was just practice, I saw no harm in helping her. You're really a good person. Now, let us begin. Winds, hear me. I dedicate this dance to you.
Battle 1. Fight!
We're doing this again, the slip and slide flooring.
2. Fight!
Oops.
Final battle. Fight!
We fell at the same time, that's bullshit.
Warrior now lays here to rest. Battle 1. Fight!
Stab in the butt. That's an unfortunate way to go down. Well, thanks for taking the trash out for me. I appreciate it. When our practice was over, Plata led me to her village. Finally, I'm starting to feel confident about the ceremony. Thank you so much. The winds must have guided you to me. Did I tell you about my cousin, Talon? She's just begun practicing the sword dance. I want to be a good role model for her. Thinking of her cousin, a slight smile covered Plata's lips. The ritual is the day after tomorrow. Do come and watch. I'll tell the elders that you'll be there. 2 days later, despite being a rather simplistic affair, the event showed how devoted the villagers were to their faith. Plata walked along in the center of the ring. The dance began. Her movements were beautiful, graceful, and her sword swung through the air, whipping a breeze around her. As her dance ended, she sent a gust of fresh winds in my direction, which swirled around me before fading into the distance. Ritual ended shortly after. I searched for Plata, to say my farewells, but there was nowhere to be seen. Then she found her on the hilltop where we first met. Forgive me. Plata's cheeks were wet with tears. I'm a priest of the winds. I have much to do before the last priest of the winds regains his strength, but I'm not strong enough. At the end of my sword dance, I sent the wind to you. I should have cleansed you of all that darkness you bear, but I failed. Tears rolled down her cheek, and she hastily wiped them away. I wanted to lessen your burden. I stayed by her until she had regained her composure. The sun had begun to set, slowly turning the hill into a glorious mirage of red and orange. Thank you for coming to watch the ritual. Edgelord, if you visit again, I'll introduce you to Talon. Money, money, money. Let's do this, bucko.
Lord Dron himself sent you to me, unbelievable.
The man who called himself Talak cast an apologetic glance in my direction after he scanned the letter. Introduction from Duran.
To be honest, I don't have time to deal with strangers wandering in from the dark. I may not be heading off to war without the soldiers, but I'm still very busy.
As if Talak had issued a command, the man standing attention on either side of me all readied their weapons in unison, the ready mind as well.
Hold, if I dishonor Lord Doran's request, it'd be spitting in the face of my father and family. More importantly, from the looks of it, none of you could match this one in the fight. Edgelord, was it? I find myself suddenly interested in you.
Hey, I appreciate it, but I'm kind of but I've got my eyes set on someone else. With that, Talak slowly rose.
I shall accept your request for a duel. Now, show me the techniques you have learned from Lord Dron.
Oh, we're just fighting? Okay, then that is acceptable.
Battle 1. Fight!
That was brutal. I just gave this guy a vasectomy.
Fight!
Oh dear.
Ugh. Not only have you demonstrated great skill and fearsome technique, but also incredible poise. I yield, great warrior, and I present you with these.
Dalek gestured to one of his people, brought over a package, which he handed to me.
This is a weapon my father planned to present to Lord Duran, but I believe you, Lord Duran's disciple, is worthy to wield it.
Wondered what kind of history there was between Talek's father and Duran. As if he'd read my mind, Talek laughed.
My father had something of a rivalry with Lord Duran. Despite being the elder and the more skilled, my father knew that one day Lord Duran would overtake him, and that terrified my father. However, he vowed to be grateful to what he saw as inevitable defeat. In his will, he bequeathed this weapon to Lord Duran as a token of his respect, but I want you to have it.
Duran would likely be very, very happy to hear this. Alright, what kind of weapon do I get?
Your soul
Show me the money.
your body.
New Damascus blade, you say? What kind of weapon is it? Ah! It's that kind of weapon. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Wait, what? Wait, there's more to do. How'd I miss these? These have been stealing from the Black Pepper Farm. So I request to apprehend them. Waited quietly in the field for a few hours before I heard several sets of footsteps approaching. As I stood up for the challenge, someone suddenly attacked me from behind. Ew. Rude. Very rude. Very unladylike.
Battle 1. Fight!
Why, yes, I am the best. Thank you for noticing. Delivered the thieves to the farm's owner. They were, in fact, laborers who had worked there. And was clearly pleased and gave me a generous amount of the expensive spice. Yay. Cool, I guess. Excuse me. Standing along the harbor, gazing at the peaceful sea, when I heard a quarreling coming from one of the piers.
Man, give us the map already.
You should not be so eager for death. Shut up, and I shall want me to take the map out of your corpse.
I searched for the source of the shouting and saw a large, burly man threatening an elderly gentleman. Seemed like the burly man had noticed me and turned to glare in my direction.
Oh yeah, looking for treasure too, huh?
Oh, please, young one, move along. You shouldn't get involved with this man or me.
The elderly gentleman seemed surprisingly calm, but I couldn't let ruffians threaten a defenseless old man. I readied my weapon. Well, turns out this guy was actually Superman in disguise, and it wasted my time and effort.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
You fucked up my dress. I am pissed. No one fucks with the dress. The man fled into town, cursing me as he went.
Well, thank you, young man. I tried to get harassed by a shout, which I can't quite offer because of, well, if you're interested in, well, I'll let these scream and shout and turn their tables and everything.
I asked the old man why people were after him.
I shall all come and go with friends. I brave the ancient world to search for average practice of prize, pay of fool's colors, my leg. I slides of fresh, curse, horrible, face to all. You know, I scale fly, curse, I was still be all off a green fool's cap, down my hopes, comes with the guy.
The painted grimace on the man's face spoke of the horrors he had seen.
I know why I know a terrible fate. You know, it's also going to cost place. I always not with anyone, man wouldn't teach, however.
The old man studied me thoughtfully, exhausting the pain. Were etched in the lines of his face, but the fierce resolve burned to the deeps of his eyes. He reached into his coat and withdrew an old ragged parchment, held it out, offering it to me.
Yeah, we've only just met by my adventure. She told me I sure wanted to friends. Of course, I've got 5 years old tales, trees, Robert, fish, out of sorry bears yet for the chef.
With that, the old man turned slowly and staggered off towards the end of the pier. A cursed ruin and a hidden treasure. It all sounded so impossible. Still, something told me that I must pursue this mystery wherever it led me. I clearly have nothing better to do with my time. Excuse me. The map the old man had entrusted to me pointed to this forest, deep inside of which were the cursed ruins with the word treasure hid. By the time I arrived at the forest's edge, though, the day had already grown dark. As soon as I entered the forest, I felt like I was being watched. The thing only grew as I followed the map towards the ruins. Suddenly, my watches revealed themselves. I held my lantern up, and countless skeletons came into view, shoving their way towards me through the trees. Some of them looked ancient, while the others seemed quite fresh. I sensed a familiar evil emanating from the shambling corpses. This must be the curse the old man had mentioned. Why? Why, with every moment that passed, more skeletons gathered around me. I needed to destroy them before. I was completely surrounded. Ow. I'm already off to a shit start. I really thought the sword and shield would be really good against this weapon. But clearly, well, okay, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just terrible. Taste my legs of death. So close.
The
So
soul of
close.
the warrior now lays here to rest.
We're going to abandon just because I want. I'm going to swap weapons. Yeah. I was doing okay, but I guess I'm not as comfortable with that weapon as I would like. Yeah, let's just go with this one. Let's get to the chase.
That fight went much better. Take that, jerk off. Cocksucker. Shit. That's for ruining my dress. How long I fought, I couldn't say. The skeleton fell. The sky was already glowing with the light of dawn. I blinked and realized the ruins I sought were right before me. Exhausted, I dragged myself forward, following a flight of stairs towards the center of the earth. The stairs led down into a vast chamber. I cast my light around the room, revealing a terrifying mural covering the entirety of one of the massive walls. The mural showed a figure standing proudly atop a mountain of corpses, holding a massive axe with a single eye embedded in it. Countless bizarre symbols were carved everywhere, each of them emanating the same dark energy the skeletons had before. An altar loomed in the center of the chamber, surrounded by ancient vases. I tried lifting one, found it to be extremely heavy. I broke it open. I broke open the vase's seal to find it stuffed to the brim with jewels and gold. So many had come seeking this vast fortune, had paid with it with their lives. The old man had made it out alive, but he was forever changed. Began to feel the malevolent weight of this place pressing upon me. Thinking of the army of the dead of that mystery mural, I knew why the old man had just wanted to forget it all. Oh well, I'm rich. What? That's it? Just 360? That's just sad. I don't care. I was gathering information by the docks when I noticed a sailor staring at the mouth of a harbor. A perturbed look on his face.
Ugh, the merchant ship is really in real trouble.
I shifted my attention to the harbor where I saw a European merchant ship on a collision course with a small galley. I asked the sailor why the galley wasn't taking evasive maneuvers.
The pilot of that merchant ship is probably in cahoots with the crew of the galley. Truth is, the galley is pirate ship. Oh, would you look at that? They crashed. What a shame.
Both the merchant ship and the galley, despite being heavily damaged by the impact, managed to make it till all the docks out sinking. A young European man stepped off the merchant ship and was quickly surrounded by a group of brawny men.
I suspect for you guys. I guess you can crash into each other, so we both have fun. Because David, where's my pilot? Oh, yeah, now he's one of your buddies. You can make sure our ships ram into each other.
Right, how you say? How dare you accuse her for something like that?
Hey, my, looks like I have a real pickle, doesn't it? Let's see.
The young merchant surveyed the surroundings before fixing his gaze on me.
Hey there, would you mind giving me a hand?
The pirates turned angry faces in my direction.
Yeah.
So you guys shut up. You're both dead meat. I made
I'm made of plastic. I don't got any meat on me. Oh, we're on a slip and slide again. I barely even did anything. I was just kind of there.
You're quite strong, aren't you? Thanks for helping me. My name's Thomas. I'm a merchant from the Netherlands who was scouring the world for hitherto unseen treasures.
The Netherlands, a rising power whose ships can be seen all across 7 seas.
As you can see, my prize vessel isn't fit to sail in its current state. Worse, I'm in no position to pay for the repairs. If you were to help me out, of course I'll road you later and make your investment worthwhile. What do you say?
The young man had a cheerful haughtiness to him. He was brimming with a strange yet enticing charms. Sure, why not?
Thank you kindly, friend. I'll be heading straight to a notary to get them an issue promissory note right away.
He didn't seem like an untrustworthy fellow, so I told him there's no need for a promissory note. After a brief friendly conversation, we parted ways.
I'm well known for being a man of my word, so rest assured that you'll see a nice return on your investment.
Sure, pal, whatever you say.
Your soul surges in your
Oh,
body.
sweet. Level up.
Huh. Well, that's new. The Ming Empire was known far and wide as a center of trade. Once at the height of its wealth and power, it even built a grand fleet and sailed as far as Africa, where the empire was now in a shadow of its former glory. Its once bustling harbors now lay still and silent.
Good. Get your hands off me. I haven't smuggled anything.
You recognize that voice? It was that of Thomas the merchant.
I'm going to need some proof. If you can give me a little something to show your mean well, then maybe I won't arrest you. I'll give you something. Well, you want me to bribe you?
Keep your voice down, idiot. The guards bound Thomas and began to beat him with the butts of their spears. I had to stop them. That's my cash cow you're beating up. Or meal ticket, however you want to look at it. Oh, I like these. I keep, like, picking the wrong thing with this fight. Ayo. A long weapon. Probably one of the worst things I can fight with these. Alright, we'll give it another go, though.
Here to rest.
I'm pretty sure I can win. Okay, one more time with this weapon.
Soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I like well-blended asshole. Alright, fine.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I didn't mean to do this one, but okay. Preparations complete. All that was left was to depart. Oran was silent. The medication had put him into some sort of deep, deep slumber.
Hey, Edgelord, did you tell Haru? Did Haru tell you the news?
According to Mitsuruki, the chaos in Yungan had abated.
I'll be staying in Yungan. A ship should leave for Japan eventually.
Seemed this was where Mitsuruki and I would part ways. I want to go with you, but with this injury, please help my brother. Haru saw us off, so we left for Lingshe-su.
So long, Edgelord, until we meet again.
Safe journey and take care. Just gonna stick with the one that I know the best then. Heaven forbid that I, try some new things. Eat a pile of needles. And this is why I'm better than you. Oh dear indeed.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Taste my stiletto heel, you shitbag.
What was that? Oh my.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Now this is going a lot better, if I do say so myself. There we go. Suck it, bitch. You defy me. Then you defy the Ming Empire itself. Nah. What's all the commotion over here? Your Excellency, what are you doing here?
Excuse me, sir. These officers were just trying to get me to bribe them. You fool, my dearest traveler. Allow me to offer my deepest apologies for the trouble you've been caused.
Oh, there's no need.
Just sort of things happen all the time. Looks like you saved me again, friend. It's a rare opportunity to pay you back for the help that fateful day. Just as I promised, I've got something real special here that you're bound to like.
Tom has produced a small bundle and pressed it into your hands.
Go on, take it, Joel. I actually could still use your help. Truth be told, I'm looking to get into the tea business, and the market just taking a huge hit. I like to buy up as much as I can while the price is still low. Wow, you really corner the market on this much. I can really corner the market this much. It's going to be sweet profit.
Moss left in high spirits, laughing jovially and beaming in delight. I have a feeling that was a mistake, but again, I don't make good decisions. Why start now? I just want to see what it is. Phooey.
Hey, stop there. You came from Yugan, right? Yagan. Everyone leaving Yugan must submit to a thorough investigation. What's that you have in there? Show me at once.
Before I had a chance to protest, the soldiers ripped open the cloth, revealing Holran.
What? What the? Master Horan? What did you do to him? You'll pay for this. Seize him.
I'm a she this time, I think. I mean, I prefer to be called a they, but you cannot look at me and you cannot tell me that by looking at me I look like a he. I am just very offended right now.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Dalmio, you're too strong.
In an attempt to calm the soldier, you told him that I was a friend of how he is, and I explained what happened and hoped to Holran, and what I was hoping to do.
So, he's not dead. It's also hard to believe, but you're right. He has a pulse. Master Horan taught me martial arts. Hoyo's a friend too.
Soldiers went quiet for a while, and then nodded silently and put away his sword.
Okay, I believe you. You can go. Master Horan's fate is in your hands. Money.
You're the one that was going toe-to-toe with the official here, aren't you? It's quite a gripping performance. This man who approached me appeared to be a peddler from Koren. He described himself as an avid spectator of martial arts, traveling land in search of famous training halls, as he sold his wares along the way.
I'm not really a modified type, you see, but which is why I have so much respect for those with power. I may not be one to judge, but you seem much stronger than the masters of the famous Dojang in my hometown. Actually, that might be interesting. Want to go a few rounds with them?
The merchant told me about the Seungs, a family located just beyond the gates of his homeland in Korad. A current master of their dojo was Han Myung, hailed by those who knew him as a god among the martial artists. His family had endured the trust of the king and were known as the greatest martial artist in the country.
It's not a soul in this town. It's not a soul.
He's not a soul in this town who doesn't know about the family. The best in the best. It would be easy to beat them. It won't be easy to beat them, but you're clearly no pushover either. Should be a good fight if you're up for it. I'd head over to Shang Dojang.
I feel like I'm being set up. Yep, we're doing this. I have arrived at my destination. After arriving in Jirshan, I made my way to the Dorang the merchant had mentioned. The Song Dojang was greeted by a pupil and told him the reason for my visit.
Fortunately, my master is currently away. He must be back this evening, but if you will be leaving on another journey earlier in the morning, I cannot let a stranger to the Dojang without my master's permission. Perhaps if you come back about 10 days from now.
I had other things to do, so I couldn't afford to stay in town long enough for his master returned. Detecting my disappointment, the pupil looked sympathetic.
I can't hear your young, but many other young pupils are training outside. Since you've come all the way, you're more than welcome to join them.
Viewing this as a prime opportunity to learn more about the Xiong style, I thanked the man and made my way over to where the pupils were training. On me, I was trying to be a bit flashier and wasn't just focusing on fighting.
To rest.
Yeah, I didn't learn my lesson. I kept trying to be flashy. Oops. My bad. After completing my sparring matches with this young damaging, I set off towards the inn. Oh, you there? Wait a minute. I didn't realize there was someone nearby. Unaware, I took a defensive stance. There's no need to be alarmed. I'm Xinghan Miao, master of the Xinghong Dojang. Seemed he had seen my sparring matches with his pupils and his way back to the Dojang. You're quite an impressive fighter. Only my most advanced pupils were able to provide you a challenge. Am I right to assume you're a traveler? I told Han Myong of the merchant the reason for paying them a visit to the Dojang. I apologize for not being able to spar with you myself. Would you ever come back to this area again? Please pay a visit to the Dojang. Also, having seen how capable you are, I have something to ask of you. Han Myong asked me to inform him if I'd ever saw or heard anything about his only daughter who had run away from home. He said her name was Song Mina, and that she was very proficient in the fighting technique passed down for generations in the Seong family. He even went as far as to say her skills surpassed his own. She ran away from home not long ago and left a note saying she's headed west to search of the Sword of Salvation. Tried to stop her, but she's a stubborn one. Once she sets her mind on something, there's no convincing her otherwise. I don't know where she gets that foolishness from. He spoke harshly of his daughter, but the expression on his face showed how concerned he was for her well-being.
Would it be able to rest easy until she's back here? So, could I teach her? I can teach her a proper lesson. I realize it's unfair for me to ask this of someone I just met, but please help me find my daughter.
Okay. I saw a crowd gathering around a town bulletin board. I asked what the commotion was about, and I was told the Shimazan clan, rulers of Satsuma province, looking for warriors that could display their powers in a private tournament.
You look pretty tough. Anyone's welcome to join. Go and give it a shot. Won't cost you anything.
Wanting to test myself, I signed up. So immediately assigned my first match. I made my way to the specified area.
Battle 1. Fight! Come on now! Battle 2. Fight! Come on now! Come on now!
Boot to the head. Hear thee, hear thee. Guess we'll be here for a while. From my first bout, another opponent was sent to face me.
Ah, you're ready not to go. Alright then, I'm cheering for you to go for here on.
Turning away from the soul fan, my soul fan to concentrate on my opponent, I assume a ready stance.
Battle 1. Fight!
Ah. That's what you're fighting. That's what your weapons are. So I thought you were like... I thought you were the pirate's weapons, not this. That's why I went with this. I may lose. I mean, I'm not doing amazing against this. Scream. Stop breaking my dress, people. I like that thing. It's trying to get into the holiday seat. Wow, I'm getting stuck.
soul surges in your body.
Level up, level up. Ooh. Yeah, let's not take any chances with this one. 16 before I can use that one. Made it through the second match, and the third opponent was called to fight me. The number of spectators was growing. The person I was up against also had the skills to make it this far, but have to stay focused and aware, bow to each other, and ready our weapons. I just realized this is my own personal tournament arc.
Battle 1. Fight!
I just destroyed his lovely jacket. I now feel bad.
Fight!
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, I just realized how outclassed I am. I'm level 13, this guy's level 20. We're just gonna stick with this weapon for now, for the rest of the tournament, because I'm confident. On my way into the semifinals, spectators thronged the area cheering for their favorite fighters.
I was rooting for you, Edgelord, from the start. Heck, I'm the one who told her to join the first tournament.
It seemed I'd attract a small number of admirers. With their shouts to spur me on, I readied myself.
Battle 1. Fight!
It's nothing personal, I'm just better than you.
Fight!
thank heavens. Okay. Okay. Let's cheat. Do it. Group of important-looking samurai, Shizama clan retainers sat on a row of stools by the arena waiting for the match to begin. It was time for the final fight of the tournament. I had to come this far. I took on a fighting stance, determined to win.
Battle 1. Fight!
Nice hair, buddy. Booyah. You did it, Edgelord. I always knew you had a good eye for fighters. The judge called the fight and the crowd roared. I was the victor. Samurai seated near the center of the group stood and walked over to me.
This was a marvelous display of skill. The Lord wishes to hire you. If you're not bound to another, what do you say?
I decided, stating that I was on a personal mission. The old samurai sighed and handed me a heavy stick, a sack of coin as a reward.
Wish someone like you with us, alas. Send word if you have a change of heart. The gates of the Shizama clan remain open to you.
Ooh, money. This is just to gain power, right? Just I want to double check. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Excuse me again. Oh dear. No weapon to speak of, huh? Alright. I can let's spirit of unpredictability.
changes in your body.
Okay. I believe, though, yes, my waking hours have come to an end, so I'm afraid I must return to sleep, and I'll see you next time.